Good evening. All the way from his side on the screen, it's Mr. TC Lounge, having a Tyson C Talk Super Bowl Edition. Sit back and enjoy.
Cause yeah, they make a lot of good plays, but these ain't regular plays that they're running. And there's two good tight ends. We got George Kittle, and then we got Travis Kelsey. I feel like Travis, I don't know what he does, but I really think that's why I said it comes from the play calling. But he finds ways to get open ridiculously. So Mahomes really just working with what he has kind of reminds me of Brady. Brady had a bunch of different receivers and tight ends and running backs throughout his years, but he always made it happen. And yeah, we could go say, yeah, Bill Belichick was a good coach, but we seen Brady do good even without Bill Belichick with the headphones on. So I feel like that's something that Mahomes is kind of doing. He might not actually need Tyreek Hill. I feel like I will look at both teams and I'll say the 49ers would just beat the Chiefs, but I think you got to take skill aside and how much will they have to win the games that they need to win. Because I didn't really feel like they had a crazy season, but seeing them in the playoffs is like they were refusing to lose in every game. So that's the advantage I kind of give them there. But that's why I said it could really go either way.
All right. So okay, we're gonna have to run it back because they was like they couldn't hear none of it. It's has some issues. So I'm glad y'all brought that up. So and I was meaning to say that, but y'all brought it up for me. That was good. So I was gonna say actually, and y'all already said it. They played each other before, like you said, 4 years ago. So and of course we know who won. Kansas City won. And a lot of people think 49ers because usually when people lose, they sometimes win the second time now if they got a chance to win it. So you said who you got to win Super Bowl?
I said I got the 49ers winning the Super Bowl
Okay.
because I remember in February 2020, right before COVID,
Mm-hmm.
the game I remember watching was a game in which the 49ers was running the ball with Debo, Samuel, and they couldn't be stopped. Enough for them to be constantly winning at the line of scrimmage. And at that point, you then seen a switch from the run game to the passing game, which not saying Jimmy G's not a good QB, but at that time, Jimmy G just wasn't playing at that level to be switching like that. And then you have Mahomes, probably the best behind Brady already. Like his playmaking, even though he made great plays, and it was also Andy Reid. There was also huge plays by Tyreek Hill back to back in that game that literally just took all momentum and shifted it because only Tyreek can make those type of plays. So I feel like because Tyreek isn't on this team, which was one of the problems from 4 years ago, and Jimmy G, the QB that they relied on to game manage, isn't there. I feel like Brock Purdy is for now he's a upgrade for now. I feel like the 49ers is still the 49ers. Give him a better QB and take away one of the biggest options. I feel like the 49ers might smack the Chiefs around a little bit.
All right. So hypothetically, what if Kansas City had a chance to win? Like, who would be the key players that could turn around where Kansas City could win it?
I think it'll well in my eyes it comes down. I feel like it comes down to Kansas City's defense and how they gonna play. Because I look into the game, I'm like, all right, I know Mahomes gonna do his thing. But Mahomes not about to just have a bad night. Purdy with McCaffrey and Debo and George Kittle, you they not about to have a bad night either. So it really comes down to Kansas City defense stepping up. And I know that the San Francisco got a lot of weapons on defense as well. So it won't be easy for Mahomes and his offense to do whatever they want. But they do make plays at the right time to give them the advantage towards the end of the game.
All right. Anybody else? Look, man, you look.
Repeat the question.
So the question was because KO said that he believes, he knows for a fact the 49ers gonna smack him around as he said it. W-
Which is true.
Or he said, and he got the other side, he said they're gonna get smacked. So we're saying if there's a prediction that a lot, I think it's like, matter of fact, I wrote it down. They were saying like 29% predicted that 49ers would win. So if there was a way for the Chiefs to win, what would
Mhm.
be what would be their best I guess what they should do? What would be the best players who could turn around and what could they do if they want to win?
Um, if they want to win, I I know this for a fact. So they say they down,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You know who gonna start teeing up?
Cool.
Chris Jones.
All right.
On the defensive side, you also have to think about defense. You can't think just about Patrick, because
Mm-hmm.
that's what everybody think about.
Star player.
You feel? I
One of
understand that,
yeah.
but like, and so, but you also gotta think about Travis. We all know Travis is a great player, but sometimes the defense do be lazy. He just be standing there. He'd be like, "Yo, pass me the rock." As long as Mahomes, can connect, it should have nothing to worry about.
All right. So we got a couple of maybe some vets up here. So I'm about to take it way back, even though it's like before y'all time. Y'all still know because y'all know stats really well. So 49ers, right? So there was that era that everybody, a lot of people like, which is the Jerry Rice and Steve Young era, right? Do you think this team compares to them?
No,
I know, but I'm feel like go
because
ahead, yeah.
Jerry Rice is probably by the numbers, depending who you talking to,
Mm-hmm.
he's the greatest wide receiver ever.
Yep.
If that's how you feel. And then who you said was it was Steve Young. Steve Young is he's one of the best QBs at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And then he came right after Montana. Like that's not Brock Purdy isn't that, and Jimmy G isn't that.
Okay.
Like nah, the levels.
I asked for a reason because people that like they I put like so we probably kind of like the only reason why they watch watch football is Super Bowl. So I'm like asking different questions. What you got? Are you looking up stats right now?
No.
Oh my!
Well, so
I said, wait a
technically,
minute.
yeah,
Wait a minute. Oh man, do y'all
because
see this guy on the screen?
I
Listen,
heard
nah, I'm
some,
just kidding. You can look it up.
I
Hey,
heard something today. I just
yeah.
wanted to see what it was because I kind of really didn't pay attention to it.
Okay.
But maybe not Steve Young, but I know he broke a franchise record for the 49ers already. And
Hmm.
he only been here for a year and a half. So it's like it's a lot of history in San Francisco. So if he broke a team record, that's kind of saying something. And sometimes I low key downplay Purdy, but low key you can't really argue against what the greatness that you see. And I'll be saying the same thing about Patrick Mahomes too, because of course a lot of people not really wanting him to win a whole another one. But at the same time, you can't ignore that he dominates on the field. But I
Hmm.
wanted to find out what team record he broke because it had to do with Joe Montana. I
Okay.
know I feel like did Steve Young come before Joe?
No, he came after.
He came after. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Joe Montana was first,
Oh
and then
yeah.
Steve. 'Cause Steve was in the '80s. They were in the '80s for a minute. What? What happened?
What was the
Oh, okay.
question?
Do you feel this 49ers team is
Oh no, not at all. You know, because we may have all the factors and like Fred about that defense. You got Brock Purdy still young,
Hmm.
still developing. He not even at his true potential yet. Got Ayuk, who's also still very young into the football league, and I see his. You feel me? And you got Debo, a little old soul, but imagine him in his prime. That would
Hmm.
be insane. There would be no question about Chiefs versus San Francisco. It would just be automatic San Francisco. But like if everybody was in their prime at the same time, then yes, because you're talking about an all prime San Francisco team.
Hmm.
So you also got to think about the equal of each team. So this maybe if this new team was at max potential, then yes. But as of right now, no.
All right, so we're gonna talk about Brock for a second. So you say, all right, because he's not at his potential. It's for any. So how many years do you think, or seasons, do you think it would take for him to get to his potential?
I think Brock should be at his potential by his 6th year in the NFL. Cause your third year in your NFL, you've already gone through your rookie season. You go through your second season where you show improvement. By your third season, that's when you should already be starting to understand how your game translates from college to the NFL. Then your fourth and your fifth season is basically building success. Once you get to your sixth season and the type of QB you are, and you should already know if your team is building around you as a championship contender, or if you are just a replacement until they can draft someone better.
All right, you gonna look up stats again? I'm just
Nah,
playing.
I looked up enough.
Nah, that's all
He
good.
broke the
No,
team passing yards
yeah,
record, so
okay.
he has the lead on that. But I feel like he should be where he need to be at his fifth season.
Hmm.
I feel like it shouldn't really take too long. It might even be earlier than that because I mean you're already taking your team to the Super Bowl your first full season.
All right.
So it's like you seem like one of those like early bloomers. So like I will compare like Patrick Mahomes didn't take much time to show that he was a elite quarterback. So I feel like it's the same thing for him since he's bringing his team to the Super Bowl, but he also bringing a team to the Super Bowl that has a lot of weapons. Like when you got Debo, Ayuk, Kittle, and McCaffrey's like he's not just a good running back. He's probably the best running back out there. So you pretty much like I wouldn't say you're getting carried by everybody on your team because you still got to be the guy to get them the ball. So you deserve a lot of credit for that. But I feel like we got to see him somewhere where he doesn't have all those weapons, where he doesn't play with a dominant defense. Is he the one to carry the team through? Because knowing the Patriots for a lot of years, Brady hasn't always had the best supporting cast on offense and defense. He had some great people come in and out, but it always wasn't like that. So I really feel like it just give him some time. I don't know. These great players that's on the San Francisco 49ers might be around for a long time. So we never know when he might be in a situation where he doesn't have like a bunch of people he can target to, continue his success.
Okay.
My fault. So I say the same thing.
All
Like
right.
it won't. It shouldn't take too long. Like Khalil said, like about 6 years. And if he continues, because I ain't gonna lie, like it really depends on if his team stays the same.
Mhm.
They can also build chemistry and just being able to work together. But that's probably not gonna happen. Some people gonna be retiring. Some people gonna find other places where they can get more used at. But I think he should be at max potential, like not too long, like by his 5th year, something like that.
Okay. And to add that, hopefully, the injuries. Injuries play very important because sometimes they got like this dream. They like, oh, they got a plan. They're gonna stay at a certain team, or they're gonna go to another team, and they get injured. They out for the whole entire season. So that also plays a part too. All right. So next question: do you think the Super Bowl gonna go to the overtime?
No, I don't think. I feel like the 40. I feel like as long as Kadarius Tony doesn't start catching everything, then I think the 49ers pretty much got this game in regulation, as long as they can keep the Chiefs with situation.
Okay.
I feel like it could go to overtime. I know, obviously, I think it only happened once ever, but when you got two good teams like this, it's kind of hard to say, oh, one's going to be way further than the other. But honestly, it still might not go to overtime because I always feel like whenever we get good matchups and we be like, oh, this is supposed to be a good game,
Mm-hmm.
one team end up just smacking the other one. So
Yep.
honestly, that's why I say like it comes up to like if they stop the 49ers, then they can run the game pretty much the whole time. But the 49ers are scoring, you're gonna have I feel like we're gonna have a shootout because I feel like the Patrick Mahomes offense is guaranteed. I don't see them slumping. But if the Kansas City defense finds a way to step up, then I think it's all KC. So I don't know. It might be a close game towards the end, but I feel like it's gonna be too late for whoever's trying to come back late. Because I feel like
Mm-hmm.
once momentum swings one way, it's gonna be hard to get it back.
Okay. What? Sorry, on the microphone.
No, I don't think we're gonna go to overtime.
Okay.
Well, that's just not what I want to happen because
Oh,
I just want San Francisco to win.
you just
I,
want to be a fourth quarter. That's it.
yeah,
Game
like
over.
over
Yeah. Okay.
because okay, props to KC, but like, what man? We want a new winner. Like, let's just think about like the Golden State Warriors, how they was.
Okay.
Nobody want to see them win another one or another one,
Mm-mm.
and they just won one like 2 years ago. So like, you gotta find somebody new. You feel me? And it's a revenge tour. It's a little revenge tour too.
Mm.
Cause of what happened last time.
Yeah. Because there was. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. Y'all remember the score? I'm saying. What was the score? You remember?
It was like what 37,
Uh.
34.
Yeah. It was
San
close.
Francisco
Yeah.
versus Chiefs Super Bowl.
By a field goal. Yeah.
What year was it?
Yeah, I looked it up.
2019 season.
Yeah, 2019, 2020. So let's see. Correct me if I'm wrong. So it says,
20. That's what I'm
uh,
saying.
mm, wow.
During that game, it wasn't even like that.
That's what
Mm.
I'm saying. I don't remember it being that
It was
close.
because Tyreek Hill happened.
So you came
It
back for a
happened
quarter?
multiple times, back to back.
Mm.
He went and got the ball. I think he caught the pass and then broke off for a touchdown.
Yeah.
They went back on defense, let Jimmy G run offense,
Mm-hmm.
3 and out, and then it happened again. Like
Yeah.
that, nah.
Yeah, so that one wasn't even close. So I'm like,
Nah.
it's gonna have to be a difference. Like, you got Purdy, yeah, that's better, but that gonna be enough to take on the Chiefs. Like, yeah, they lost, they don't have Tyreek, but is that gonna be enough? You don't. I mean, every team has had success without a Tyreek Hill on their team.
Yeah.
So it's not very mandatory that you have him. Like, yeah, especially because he got speed, but there's a lot of people with speed.
So he's not necessary.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense. Let's see. Real quick side note. So let me see if I got this right, y'all. Chiefs appeared 5 times, won 3. 49ers appeared 7 times, won 5. Did I get it right? Okay. So 49ers win 6 if they win. My question is between this year and I know it's always different each year. Do you think they're gonna catch up with the team that has the most Super Bowl rings?
If they win this one, they tied with Pittsburgh and Patriots for most championships.
Okay.
But I think next year, if once they win this one, I feel like you know how it is when a team is first of a championship. It kind of just seems like that team just has a down year. So even when we think about the Rams, like Rams won next year, like I think they missed the playoffs. Like that's wild.
Um, I think I could see San Francisco being one of those teams to catch up with the Patriots and the Steelers, and even extend it longer and be like the new leader of the most titles. But like people that's close, like the Cowboys, like I don't see them passing the Patriots and the Steelers. Like they probably gonna stay behind for a little bit. They just can't get it together when it comes to playoff time to even get to the Super Bowl. So if anybody with a good amount of Super Bowl titles, especially if they get 6 here, I feel like it. If anybody's gonna have more than us, will be San Francisco. Yeah.
That's what's up. So we got okay, really, LRE. Sorry. Oh wait, well you put your never mind. Mysterious messenger supporting y'all. Okay. This guy. Oh, you about to say something? Okay. All right. So just for fun. So y'all on the NFL, right? Which team would you want to play for right now? If y'all both, like I said, they're in the Super Bowl. If y'all had a choice, if y'all did have a choice, I already know y'all wouldn't choose neither one of them because I know y'all favorite team. But if y'all had a choice and y'all wanted the other team and you knew they was going to win, we already said 49ers. We'll just say it this way. We'll say Super Bowl and we'll say the season. We'll just add both of them together. If you had a choice between the Chiefs and the 49ers, which franchise would you want to go with for this year? This past year, rather.
I will go for. Dang. Wait, I can choose any position.
Yeah, you can choose any position. Yeah, it don't matter. Like I said, yeah, they called you like, yo, like, yeah, you can choose any position.
Dang, that kind of sucks.
Oh, you want it more? So if they reach out to you like, all right, we want you on the offense side. How about
No,
that?
I mean like
Oh.
I'm saying like, cause both of them have great tight ends.
Mhm.
I play tight end,
Okay.
so there would be no use of me.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say I'm gonna have to pass on this.
And what team would you play for?
Yeah.
Like out of all the teams in the NFL.
Yeah, we'll take
Oh,
it
I'm
that
gonna
way.
play for the Dolphins,
Okay. Why the Dolphins?
cause that's my team.
I know. I figured. All right.
I would play. I would probably play, even though I think the 49ers are gonna win. I would probably play for the Chiefs because the Chiefs was a whole news cycle this year. Even even when they wasn't playing good, they still was the number one topic. So even still just knowing like, okay, my team, even though the 49ers is the best team in the NFL, my team is the most popular team in the NFL though.
That's
Like,
true.
I could become a star off the bench. You feel me? At least get some money or something, like, or get some name and team. I could play in the NFL. Probably just be Pittsburgh Steelers.
Had a little time to think about it, and usually I wouldn't hesitate, and I'll say I'll play for the 49ers.
Okay.
But the me playing like the wide receiver position,
Mhm.
it's like they already have so many weapons. I don't want to just be the new weapon because then it's gonna look like they just calling everybody on the team a weapon. So I think they have enough wide receivers. I really want, and then I looked at it. I was like, I don't really think I want Purdy as my quarterback. Like he's cool, but I
Mhm.
don't know. I feel like he's just not my style of quarterback.
Okay.
I would rather play for Kansas City at the wide receiver position just to build up the strength of that wide receiver core. Since because a lot of people try to downplay the wide receivers on the Chiefs because there's no Tyreek Hill, and I think you gotta like take that to the side and just put some weapons on the wide receiver and let them know that you don't need somebody that run 70 yards down the field
Mhm.
to be a successful team. But for a team I'll play for in the league, I probably pay for the Eagles, and I'll probably actually play quarterback in that position.
Okay.
I like AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. I just like the swag of the Eagles, but I feel like people like Jalen. A lot of people like
Mhm.
Jalen, but I feel like they need somebody with like a different attitude or somebody really just in general better. Like he does make a lot of good plays, but I think we see like a little bit of success somewhere and we get excited and then we say this is the one. Since we dragged that so far, we just keep somebody there like the Patriots. Like everybody wanted Mac Jones to be great. Like, oh yeah, he's gonna be the guy. He looks like Brady this. He looks like Brady that. It's like y'all done brung him up so much and he's looking like a backup Jimmy G right now. Now we got a new starting quarterback now, and it's like he got hyped up, but sometimes what you want it to be ain't really what it is. So
Mhm.
I feel like we really want Jalen to be that special guy, but he just might not be
Yeah,
in that position.
that's true. Anybody? Oh, you already answered. All right. So you said they got a lot of weapons. So any team y'all consider? I know in the NBA they got the super. So is there any in the NFL like super teams? What would y'all consider a super team? I seen it all over the internet. Yeah.
The San Francisco 49ers is a super team.
Hmm.
I would say offensively, at times the Dolphins can look like a super team. Offensively at times.
Okay.
I would say, you know, a year ago, we could have said the Eagles was looking like a super team, but then they collapsed. I think they was 10-1 and then lost the rest of the season, so they can't be counted as a super team anymore. Then I'll also say at times I feel like the Cowboys could be looked at as a super team. They have a lot of talent, but their situation is different.
Hmm.
You know, but there's no telling why they just can't win.
And you can't forget, we have to say it. The Buffalo Bills do be looking like a super team sometimes.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You have to
Oh, you
think.
back to
It
Duffy? So
really
nah.
depends.
Yeah.
Look.
So what? All right. How about this? We
Let's.
make it. So yeah. Okay.
But look though. Okay. But look at the past games. All right.
All right.
So, right. Sometimes they don't play the greatest, right? But they still win games. But we also have to think this is the same team that Miami blew out the Broncos 70 something, dropped 70, right? The next week, that's no, but the next week,
Yeah.
Buffalo Bills play Miami. Guess how much they dropped? Like 50. All right, but y'all act like Miami is such a bad team.
Offensively, at times
It could be right,
little-
but also you gotta think about Jalen Ramsey first game back, just a pick to win the game. We was by super teams though, bro. Okay, all right, but look, then we get beat by like Ravens, the Bills, the Chiefs, but anybody like we're not a terrible team, right? We're not a terrible team. We're not on the competitive side. We also gotta think about that. We were the Chiefs.
Wow.
Like,
So that kind of stings that y'all watch the Super Bowl and the team that beat y'all is in the Super Bowl.
it's in the Super Bowl,
Yeah,
right?
You need a hug, man.
Like,
Not me.
hey man,
Hey, look, it
like
happens.
look, what? Mind you, Tua just came off of like 30 concussions.
30.
Yes, in like 3 games, and Tyree just got there. They never worked together. They never thought of that.
So they still in the kind of reconstruction. They trying to get the team together. Everybody got
Exactly. You have to
injuries. You
let
got new
us. You have to
people.
let us
Yeah.
get some time.
Okay.
You know, Jalen Ramsey also got off an injury this year. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Y'all beat up. So the Bills beating y'all ain't no
but I'm saying,
They healthy. They can breathe.
all right, but just give us time. Just give us
How
time.
much time y'all need? So all right. So we take it a
We
little
need
bit different.
like we need like a year or two.
Yeah, in a year or two. Okay.
They young though.
Yeah, I think K pretty much named all the teams that potentially or are a super team. I
Mm-hmm.
think it like for a super team, it sometimes has to do with your success, or sometimes it has to do with the people that you got on your team. But if they're not performing, then you can't really call them a super team. So I feel like the Ravens, they've been performing. I feel like the Cowboys got like a super team, but I just feel like something's haunting them to make them like just not be able to win. They just can't get it together no matter what they do. So I feel like that's having a super team where you got a good quarterback, running back, wide
Mhm.
receiver, tight end. I feel like when you fill in all those spots, that's when you have a super team.
Mm.
I feel like if the Warriors only had Curry and Clay and everybody else was just putting up nothing, I don't know
Mhm.
if you'll call that a super team. You'll call that more of a duo. I mean, obviously you need less players on a basketball team to call it a super team.
Yeah.
Football, you got a lot of positions to cover to
Mhm.
call yourself a dominant team. Because we look at the Steelers back in the day, they definitely had super teams.
Mhm.
Ravens back in the day definitely had super teams.
Yep.
So I feel like those kind of dominant forces could be called super teams. But if you got like one or two good guys, like that's cool and all. But like you got Josh Allen and what's his target going to be? Stephon Diggs.
Mhm.
They not always on the same page, so I don't really think that's going to be like a super team. You got Tua and you got Waddle that come out of nowhere every once in a while. I watch your Dolphins game play. Oh, I forgot he played on that team. He don't really be doing that. They be trying to like spam it to Tyreek, but they do got a good running back and Mostert. So I could see them potentially becoming a super team, but nah, definitely not Buffalo. Nah, just because they got Burrow, Jamar Chase, nah, that's not a super team. You gotta really the Lions might be even coming up to be a next super team because I like with Jameer Gibbs, I feel like he started to get better as the season went on. So his second year, I feel like it's gonna be a consistent great year for him. And then you got Jared Goff, like he been because like he began better consistently over time. So maybe he's actually finding his stride in the game, even though he did take the Rams to the Super Bowl against New England.
Mhm.
But no, it was a good defensive game there. So he just lost that battle, unfortunately. But he had a chance to come back this time, just fell short to the team that actually is a super team
Mhm.
that put up the most points. But they're just a dominant team and they really got to do their job. So
Okay. Fixing the mic real quick. Let's see. Y'all want to look at the screen? Let me see who we got up here. We got some people speaking, saying what's up to y'all on the screen. I don't know if y'all can see that. Yep.
Come down here.
Yep. So you got a couple of people speaking. We still got people coming in. Hey, we still got people coming in. Hey, we just went through 30 minutes. Y'all know that? It's the fastest 30
4
minutes.
minutes and 47 seconds.
Yep, and we still got people coming in. We still actually it's still people still trying to come in. Oh yeah, side note, when y'all looking, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Share this, please. Thank you. Let's see. Anyway, trying to make sure we got this straight. So, let's talk about some other stuff. All right, so commercials. What y'all think? We're gonna change up a little bit. Super Bowl commercials. Between the years, you think they
Ice
got better? Or they
Spice.
got trash.
Miss John.
Yo, the commercials, the commercials been bad for a minute.
Mhm.
I think that the commercials at this point is better for movie trailers. I think this is the best time to go ahead and be like, oh yeah, this the new movie coming out in the sea during the summer. But as far as like those special commercials that we remember, I think those is over with a long time ago.
Hey, the commercial finna be great. You know, so all the static in the air, people gonna be, trying to promote some stuff and stuff like that. But let's talk about this Starry commercial.
Uh-oh. Okay. Story commercial.
Starry commercial featuring Ice Spice. I said it's gonna be a great commercial. That, that's just a PSA for
That's
all
a
y'all watching the
PSA.
Super Bowl. Make sure you look for the Starry.
You do know who watching, right?
We are not sponsored by
No,
Starry.
we're not sponsored. We're not promoting it. This is definitely just want y'all to watch a commercial. Have to put it in there. No copyright strikes. Anyway.
Anyway, yeah, I'm disappointed. The last Super Bowl commercials was trash. I did not like it at all. So in my eyes, they better have better commercials. And this is also not sponsored by Burger King, but I definitely need an ad BK commercial right after a good play. Just that has to happen in the Super Bowl. But they got to do better this year. I didn't like any of the ones last year. I'm a hope that it was just a little fluke that year, and they're not really switching them up to make them less funny because that wasn't funny to give us those type of commercials. And the team I wanted to win lost. It was just a bad day.
Mm. Dang. Well, one person up here, y'all know her very well. She said they trash. She laughing. Commercial used to be one of the highlights. Miss T or your aunt. So
Oh,
Miss T said they trash. So let me see if y'all remember this. Let me see.
I want to say something.
Yeah.
See this.
Is it
Y'all
promote
remember?
story again?
Nah,
Oh, okay.
Y'all remember that commercial, that racist commercial with the Google photo where they show all the black people in the dark and they
Oh
start
yeah.
showing them in the light and how it was glowing and Lizzo was in the commercial too
Mm.
and like everybody was like going crazy over it. We had like a whole school discussion over it, everything. Like
Wow.
it got that serious. I'm like, bruh, I don't
Yeah.
care.
Wow. Google wasn't a shot. He was just saying it was an old commercial. So let me see. Y'all remember? I don't know if y'all will see. When they used to have where certain teams, we'll just pick one. Carolina Panthers, if they won was it they got a touchdown, they won. Like you got free stuff at Bojangles or something.
Oh yeah,
Or was it free? It was like a discount or something.
I don't know exactly what theirs was,
Yeah.
but I know they be having them for different
I mean, it's
teams.
for different teams though. I'm trying to think so, but they don't do it much. Yeah, we're not promoting. We're just talking about commercials. Let's see.
Yeah, we used to get like free
Yeah.
coffee and Dunkin' Donuts for
She
the
said,
Super
"Help
Bowl.
us." All right. So another thing, without name dropping, 'cause without name dropping, halftime show. Do y'all think we know we don't really watch it like that? We might kind of look at it here and there. Some of us go take a break, but what do y'all think? Do y'all think it's gonna be decent? Do y'all think it's gonna be like suspect? Do y'all think it's just gonna be, or you just don't care?
Nah, I feel like 2 years ago when they pit all the rappers, I feel like they was going in the right direction. And then last year they had pregnant Rihanna, so then I was like, I don't know. But then they got Usher, so I really don't even know. Cause this is supposed to be the Super Bowl. Like, so when I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking about like dudes, like football players, people who like football, who like sports, is for me watching this. So I'm like, I'm confused. Like, why they was like, let's get Usher to do it.
I said, okay, hey, you had a full question.
Yeah,
Alright,
yeah,
yeah,
I don't agree with the Usher
yeah,
thing. Like, I don't let it ruin my day or anything because I don't care about the halftime. But when I was surprised his, Travis Kelsey going to the Super Bowl. I'm surprised they ain't had Taylor Swift hopping on the middle of the halftime show. But I guess she's just gonna be watching like a fan she is. But um, I probably just if I see Post Malone, might see whatever he do. But as far as everybody else, I don't really care to watch. I'll probably be on my phone waiting for the game to come back on. Probably talking about the game or what I've already seen. I probably won't care to hear somebody singing. I didn't come here for a concert. I came here to watch football. So
oh, okay. So yeah, Post Malone, he is gonna be in the beginning. So that means you're gonna watch the beginning and then you're gonna wait for the game. Yeah, because he's supposed to be singing America the Beautiful. Um so and then somebody oh yeah, you already talked about that. So somebody was talking about don't forget the West Coast and with 50. That's what you was talking about, all the rappers. Yeah. All the rappers coming together. They was trying to do something a little different. Yeah, yeah. So yeah. So side note, I kind of heard we was talking about the halftime show. So I think part of it might be slight publicity for him, because interesting enough, this halftime show performer is actually dropping the album around the same time Super Bowl. He's also been out there at Las Vegas doing like 100 shows. So it was kind of like it was already brewing for him to like make a debut with his album. So that might be a reason why they picked him, because they said like doing, I guess, when everybody couldn't really go out like that. Yeah, he was performing in Vegas, like doing 100 shows. So they figured, oh, okay, he's already here. Yeah,
already here. People
yeah.
coming to see you, so we know they're gonna come see you at our game.
Mm-hmm.
Them tickets.
Yeah, but the tickets, yeah, yeah, they picked Vegas.
Yeah, them Usher shows been going viral.
Oh, really?
They been going viral on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So they probably was like, hey, he making momentum, and he better drop a tape.
Mm-hmm.
Sound like he got someone called it a favorite. Like you gonna do the Super Bowl?
Yeah. And on top of that, without trying to promote too much, he's also been on a very famous podcast. Y'all know, so that helped him out too. Talk show. So
Yeah.
the number one, yeah, interviewer. So he's been on his show. So and that just helped. So yeah, yeah, cool, cool. So let's see if anybody got any questions. Anybody got questions up here for these three gentlemen? Let's see. Got anybody? Looking. No. Let me see. So why do y'all think they picked Vegas? Let's just do something random. So why do y'all think they could have picked any city? Why did they pick Vegas?
Cause this NFL script is a year of marketing, and they got all these people that's gonna be there,
Mm-hmm.
so that's where they could put the most expensive ticket. And the first people to get the most expensive tickets, no matter how much they cost, is celebrities.
Yep.
So they and most people who in Vegas, what do they go to? Casinos. So what are they making? Money or losing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just great for marketing and yeah.
Yeah, I feel what he's saying definitely. Especially how much parlays is into everything and how much Vegas is important. I feel like they definitely felt it was important to, and I'm pretty sure the Raiders moved to Vegas not too long ago neither. So
Mm-hmm.
this their first Super Bowl in that building. So it probably was all the cards was together.
That makes sense. Yeah, I was gonna ask when they moved, so they just recently moved. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's basically what I was about to say. Because it's a new stadium, and I feel like usually when a team comes out with a new stadium, they usually try to like set it up in time. Like, okay, we gonna put the Super Bowl here. So I guess they just wanted to show off the new stadium. I think that's what it really is. I think it's that simple. I mean, I get, yeah, it's Vegas, casinos, all that, but it's
Mm-hmm.
also a football stadium here, so we're gonna use it.
Yep. Biggest one of the biggest biggest tourist attraction. So yeah. So Let's see. Anybody else? Anything? Let's look on the list, y'all. Let's see. Anybody else? Yeah.
Put the Super Bowl anywhere, somebody gonna go to it.
Yeah, that's true.
You put that thing in Canada.
Cause let me see. When Atlanta had they new when they
They gonna
did
get
there,
sold
didn't they
out
do it?
tickets.
Didn't they do it there too? Atlanta when they did they new when they did that stadium,
Yeah, so I was trying to
the
figure out
Mercedes Benz
what new
Stadium.
stadiums have came out. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
as soon as a stadium comes out, they have a Super Bowl there.
Hmm. So yeah, yeah. All right. Let me see. Look at y'all. Make sure I'm see anybody.
Cause I
Everybody.
think wasn't it Super Bowl just in SoFi?
Hmm? Yeah.
Then that stadium just came out.
Hmm.
Yeah, so they just really wait to new stadiums come out.
Yep. So appreciate y'all. Let me see. Let me see if I missed anything. We talked about the pregame. We talked about the tickets. That's it, really. Do y'all? Let me see. So about this, we're gonna talk about the Super Bowl. What's your most memorable Super Bowl? Like the one you know for a fact to you was like the best Super Bowl. Like I won't say, but or just one you remember like that was it.
The Super Bowls I remember the most. That was probably like the most that got the most reaction for me was first was the first Seahawks one when the Seahawks blew out the Broncos. Like that amazed me. And then the next one when they lost by throwing by interception, that threw me off. Then, Brady coming back, that threw me off. And then Brady losing to the Eagles. Like I didn't see that coming. After that, I really just didn't really care about the games. But that Eagles one, I didn't see the Eagles winning a championship.
Yeah, if I'm picking one, especially as a fan of the Patriots, it would have to be them versus Atlanta. And that comeback, because when I was watching that game, I was watching it by myself too.
Mhm.
Uh, Once we started getting blown out, like I turned the TV up. Like I just didn't watch football no more. But then I started getting bored because I'm like, dang, it's a Super Bowl. I want to try to see my team lose, but I'm gonna turn the TV back on.
Mhm.
I'm just seeing us running up the score. I'm like, is this man about to come back? Obviously did in overtime. First game to ever go to overtime. So definitely probably one of the most memorable in a lot of people's books. But I always, whenever I play like the game of Madden or I play any game that I play, I always now like never fear how down I am because I'm like, man, Patriots done ran it back up on Atlanta before. Like, so that I use that as motivation in anything I do, honestly, because I'm like, oh yeah, I could come back from this.
Mhm.
And it's worked. I've had my Brady comebacks and playing the game or playing basketball or anything.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be honest. Color to my answer.
You still say it?
It was the Seahawks versus the Broncos,
Mhm.
and like I remember it because that day was like one of my first days on the grill. Like, yeah, I was outside grilling on that day. Like, it was tough.
So you was cooking.
Yeah,
Let you
by the
cook. Let
Seahawks.
them cook.
Word.
Uh, let's see. It's not most memorable for a lot of people, but I remember because I just didn't understand why it happened. Would be the Broncos and Panthers. So, because I ain't gonna get into it because yeah, YouTube. But anyway, so pretty much that was a chance he could have won, but I'm not gonna name drop. But the certain quarterback
Cam Newton.
ran around it. Listen, I wasn't gonna do that. A certain quarterback ran around the ball and just watched it spin for about what a good 10, 15 times, and everybody was just like, "What are you doing?" And then the Broncos picked it up, and that was the end of the game. So
That was a Madden glitch.
it definitely was a Madden glitch. Somebody's controller
It
went
was
dead.
fear in his heart.
Yeah. So but yeah, that was my memorable one, and a lot of people was confused, and everybody stopped dabbing after that. They just stopped the whole movement of that, just quit, and they was like, "Don't do it." So that's definitely memorable for me, and yeah, and of course it was the 50th anniversary, so that didn't make it any better.
Yeah, I wish we had a better 50 than that.
Yeah, that was
Not the Peyton though. I love Peyton. So.
well, it make you feel better. They got the 60th anniversary, but it's not it just don't hit the same. So
Yeah,
so. Yep. So So let's see anybody up here. Nobody. Everybody's kind of watching. So let's see. That's cool. So Ye- yeah, it's 50, 75, and make it see it 100. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. So, hmm what?
Super Bowl 75.
Mm, possibly. Yeah.
I want to
What?
see what the Madden 25 gonna be named now. That's what I'm waiting to see. Because Madden 25 came out, I think, 2014, and then they named it 25 instead of Madden 14. So I wonder what they're gonna do this year for 25. They just gonna keep. They gonna name it 25 again.
Is it next year the 60th?
No, 2 years, I think.
No, this Super Bowl 58, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then,
Okay.
2 more years,
yeah. So that's like
which it's gonna be interesting. So,
17 years from now. I think we get 75.
Yeah, in 2026.
mhm.
2026.
Yeah, I'm trying to think because we just got Madden 24. Are they gonna call this one 25? Are they gonna call it 25 too?
Yeah, they'll probably figure it out. Let's see anybody. Let's see. Cool. So appreciate y'all. Let me see. We're gonna wait for a few. See anybody else come up here. So while we talking again, y'all? Everybody just tuning in. We're just talking about Super Bowl 58, Kansas City Chiefs versus San Francisco 49ers. The verdict's been put out. They say 49ers might win. A couple of them, yeah. Let's see. Did I miss anything? Nope. It's in Las Vegas at the Legion Stadium. It's gonna be about 65,000 people out there. Halftime show is Usher and national anthem Rita McIntyre, America Beautiful by Post Malone, Andrea Day, Lift Every Voice, or as we know as the Black National Anthem. But that is it. Let me see, like, subscribe. Y'all got any interesting things y'all want to say sports wise? You got any news you want to put out there?
Kenny Pickett needs to be waived, and there needs to be a draft of a new quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers ASAP. Pass the ball to George Pickens. Get a strong offensive line. Najee Harris
Mhm.
is he's a red zone running back. That doesn't mean run Najee Harris 3 times from the 50. No, we have another running back for that. That means when you get to the 20, then you get Najee Harris involved. I feel that if Pittsburgh would simply, I feel like Pittsburgh has a defense that's being wasted by no QB. I think they need to stop playing and get a better QB ASAP. If we have to be, I know Mike Tomlin wants to say, "Oh, I ain't never had no losing season." Forget it, bro. We need a better QB. Do what you gotta do. Get a better QB so you can say, "Okay, I had one losing season, but after that, it's back to business." Cause Pittsburgh don't lose too long, and they don't tolerate losing, and I don't tolerate it.
I think the Patriots might do better if they, start Bailey Zappi or I don't think they need to really get a whole new quarterback. I think that's been a problem in New England. Is like keep switching out the players so much that no one has time to actually become a team.
Mm.
But other than that, the Patriots is soft. The Eagles is soft.
Mm.
Panthers is soft. Bryce Young is super soft. Um, Max Stroud tough. I ain't gonna lie. I think that's probably one of the best like rookie seasons we probably seen in a while.
Mhm.
So I got faith in the Texans because Texans they ain't been good ever from what I remember. I can't remember them
Yeah.
being good. I don't think they got a Super Bowl, but yeah, I think Max Stroud is gonna be a big part of the Texans
Mhm.
having success in the future. I feel like once they take that confidence in the next season, maybe switch some things around, or just play a little bit more motivated, practice a little better, have a little more faith in each other. I think the Texans could be a good future team. But Bryce Young is soft. Hopefully Joe Burrow's back next year, playing healthy. We still want to see like them teams win. And another reason why I'll probably be rooting for like the 49ers is I like to see players get their chance at a ring because there's so many great legends, Hall of Famers that have never even won a Super Bowl. So I feel like that's like a big loss for a lot of them. So I feel like people like Christian McCaffrey, who I know is going to be a great all time. I want to see him get a ring. I know George Kittle is going to be a great all time. I want to see him get a ring. I don't know about Purdy and Ayuk. I know Fred Warner's been around for a minute. I feel like he deserves a ring. So that's how I always look at games like that. That's why I wanted the Bengals to win. But Burrow and Jamar ain't finishing that, so we never know where they're going to take it. Hopefully, Burrow comes back the same. Um, Bryce Young is soft. Um, yeah, Cowboys is soft. Yeah, Cowboys super soft. Like they're a waste of a team. Josh Allen soft. He not. I don't know. Like he's one of those like good quarterbacks that I just don't see like being an all timer. Unfortunately, like maybe like a Tim Tebow type. Like he's like yeah, it's Tebow time. Tebow time was a long time ago, and it didn't even last that long. So, but like even though I feel like he was a good quarterback, like Gardner Minshew, like even I think he's a great quarterback, but like he not about to be no all timer. Josh Allen is tough, but I don't know. He might need more weapons. That might be the case with him. He does. I do say he run the ball strong too. Like he's one of them quarterbacks that run aggressive and he ain't scared to take a hit. But like Mahomes ain't scared to take a hit, but he ain't out there laying out nobody like Josh Allen. But Josh Allen's soft. Like he can't handle like no pressure. Like it all that being good doesn't matter if you can't finish out seasons or get further through the seasons or be competitive. And I feel like the Chiefs just own the Bills at this point. So yeah, I don't know how they gonna make it out of there. Even with New England is like at their all time low for a long time, and you still be losing to New England. You soft, and your team got a defense, but you soft, so it don't matter. So yeah, he got to do better. If you struggling in that division, you gotta do better because you got what the Bills, the Dolphins, Patriots, and the Jets.
Yeah.
And that's probably the most unfortunate thing that happened all season is Aaron Rodgers going out in the first game. Definitely want to see something from him. And that's kind of scaring me. I'm like, dang, is he even gonna come back next season? If he come back next season, is he gonna leave that season? Because maybe he had 2 more years left in him, and 1 year was just wasted just now. I'm like, dang, I wanted to see him kind of do something before he go out because he's pretty much the last of all the older, quarterbacks that were great. Big Ben recently leaving. It's like Brady leaving. It's like, all we got left is Aaron Rodgers, and everybody else is gonna have to start replacing those legends. So we look at Mahomes, we look at Burrow, we look at Josh Allen being soft. We're looking at Lamar Jackson going out soft. Like it's like somebody gonna have to show that they're great as well, or Mahomes is just gonna be taking over, winning games and keeping the dynasty going. So we got to see somebody match that level. And if we looking at Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow, it's like you're telling me at the end of the season we got Purdy up against Mahomes. So we got all these great people. Well, honestly, they all let Mahomes get to the title because they can't beat them there. So it's like somebody got to stop them.
Okay. But we get to you. Let's see. I'm logging off talking about my Cowboys. All right, we got one person.
What's the difference between Lamar and Dak? What's the difference at this point?
Good question.
Like Lamar, yeah, he got that 2 MVPs, right? But when we talking about playoff wins, what's going on with these super teams with these QBs who just can't get it done? I mean, what's up with Justin? What's up with what's bro name? Nah, not Justin Herbert. Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence. Like man, Trevor Lawrence. He was supposed to be the next big thing.
What happened to him?
What happened to him?
Yeah, what happened to him?
Like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, how long can we give like a number 1 pick before we say he a bust? Because Bryce Young probably had a terrible season, but is he a bust? Is he a terrible first pick, or does he need a year?
Good question. I don't know. You give him a year. I mean,
Because this upcoming draft, the same way we talked about Bryce Young, they talking about Caleb Williams, they talking about Drake May. I mean, are these guys gonna enter the NFL and we gonna be sitting here wondering like, oh man, Someone used the pick when they could have picked this person.
Hard choices.
Kansas was 2-15. That's see, no comment. They might get.
No comment.
Are they getting the first round pick again?
They
Bears
they're
is.
they yeah the Bears has they pick. The Bears
Yeah.
got they first pick.
They should have tried again. From Bryce
Really,
Young.
really, Pittsburgh should get Justin Fields. Pittsburgh make that move. They don't need Justin Fields. They're literally about to bench their QB after a decent season. Like how many QBs is looked at as good young QBs and they're actively being replaced. Actively, like nah. Come to
Mhm.
Pittsburgh. Come to
Yeah.
I
Pittsburgh.
think that'd be a good move.
Come come to
Mhm.
Pittsburgh. You literally are about to be unemployed. You're gonna be unemployed. You're gonna be employed, but you're not gonna be playing. You're gonna be behind a rookie.
Mm.
Behind a rookie
That's tough. Yeah.
after a good season, just because a guy is there.
Mm.
Like we just seen what happened with Bryce Young.
He
Mhm.
got more weapons than
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah.
Bears.
Then the Bears.
Because he's been on the Bears his whole career. What help has he had? Who I don't know nobody from the Bears.
That's true. Wow.
Justin Fields, regardless, even if he doesn't come to Pittsburgh, he has to leave though. He definitely has to get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, where they gonna trade him? Nobody.
Yeah,
Who they
that's
got?
bad.
David
Well, nobody,
Montgomery.
everybody's thinking like, who played for the Bears? Like,
Montgomery went to the Lions.
he looking them up.
Oh
Montgomery went to the
man,
Lions.
nah, it really is a ghost town out there.
Mm.
Offense, defense, anybody.
I know it's like crickets. They don't hurt nobody. Mm.
I don't know, like
Like for real. Instead of getting a QB, they really could look to actually fill out their team since they already have a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
They just seen what happened with Bryce Young, a QB that literally was ranked the same as Caleb Williams. Oh, this is gonna be the next Mahomes. I thought it.
I don't even think Justin Fields is that great, but you put Justin Fields on the Panthers. The Panthers might have something
That's
to
wins.
do.
That's wins right there.
Listen, I ain't
That's
going there.
Justin
wins.
Fields
They,
will
they
definitely
need
turn
some
around
help.
the team.
They
Like,
need a little help. They need some help. So,
But there's some picks that don't make it work. But Justin Fields isn't one of those people.
mm, gotta look it up.
I gotta look.
Let's see. Oh, we got some questions. All right, two questions from Glory Barnes, the Cowboys fan. Said log on. All right, one question is has nothing to do with this. Has to do. What do each of them think the final score would be?
I got the I got the final score because this is even though the 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 Chiefs defense is more I feel like the Chiefs defense is better, not because of really personnel. I think it's more because of the coaching and how they play. But I still feel just the power of the offense and the defense of the 49ers. I'll say 31, 31 to 21.
Chiefs, the
No
49ers.
49ers.
31-20.
49ers.
All right, 49ers.
I got um 28-24 49ers.
49ers.
All right.
2024.
Oh, the year.
I said 28-24.
Oh, that's
Uh,
crazy because that was mine. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be 28-24. I feel like it's hard to it's hard to put one over the other because I'm in my head like maybe this is the time that you know like Mahomes doesn't win the Super Bowl like
mhm.
because I mean he's obviously lost it before. I mean he lost it to Brady though, so it's like okay he lost to
Yeah,
Brady, so what?
yeah.
But I do feel like it's gonna be a close game, and I feel like the Chiefs would be behind late because they always try to come from behind and like finish off games. But I feel like it's not going to be a situation where you could just come down and kick a field goal. So I feel like they would have to be up for, and I feel like just the 49ers defense going to have to come up with something in the drive off, which they've done a lot. And their games haven't been always easy. And usually it's the defense coming up at the end, securing the win. Because, it's almost like Purdy getting saved. But at the same time, it's like they usually just sometimes got to end off with a defensive stop. And I feel like the 49ers are going to get that. I feel like they might get in field goal range because it's not easy to not stop them getting downfield. But I feel like when it comes down to it, when it gets in that smaller area, you got less space to throw the ball.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the 49ers probably will lock up. I feel like they wouldn't sell in that situation.
Okay. So everybody's verdict, 49ers gonna win. Let's see. Another question. Oh yeah, I think it's one of your favorites. Favorite Super Bowl food?
With the Super Bowl, you gotta have the pizza,
Okay.
and then you gotta have the Doritos with the dip.
The
You
dip.
gotta have the dips. You have to have the queso dip. You
Mhm.
have to have the Tostitos, the white dip. You gotta have the salsa, and you gotta have the red Doritos, the blue Doritos, and the purple Doritos. Once you have that secure, then you grab the soda. You get the
Mhm.
Sprite, you get the juice.
Mhm.
And then once you do that, then you find a spot and you go.
All right.
Yeah, I'm saying this now so that this can be the plan for us to do. I definitely think we should have like some pizza. Like I was already thinking pizza off the rip, but to have the snacks, I feel like the easiest way to do the snacks is grabbing like some. I feel like we should do some walking tacos. I do like walking
Tacos.
tacos. If y'all don't know what a walking taco is,
Yeah.
you get a little bag of Doritos, you crunch them up, you throw
Mhm.
your meat in there, your cheese, and all that, and you eat the taco basically out the bag. So it's already you can walk around with that John. You could grab multiple of them Johns, get a little bag, open it. You know what I mean? Like yes, like you said, have the dip, the salsa, the little lettuce and tomatoes. I
Mhm.
feel like that's a great Super Bowl snack, and then the pizza just to kick it off. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe the pizza at halftime. Something I don't know.
Pizza at halftime.
But yeah, I think that's all you really need. I don't think you need to do too much. I feel like what I mean. It's pretty simple. It's just food. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Like two people. Pizza. Yeah, y'all making me hungry, man.
I wouldn't mind pizza. You
Pizza.
know,
Oh, okay.
pizza is just an overall great dish. You know, it's a little hand food. You just have sitting in the middle. Let's say sit right here. Just take a slice. You got multiple
That's
boxes.
it.
You got
Just
the TV
you
screen
got
right
TV,
here.
multiple slice.
Nobody worry about nothing.
Yeah.
You don't have to
Walk it
get
up.
up
Have
and
to get up.
go fix you a plate if you want seconds. It's right here. You feel
Easy
me?
access, huh?
Exactly.
Okay.
Talk
All
exactly.
three of them.
And guess what? You got your walking taco right here. So I'm
Wow.
arched.
Let's see. Any other questions? We give it another minute. That's it. Y'all got any information, information I want to share with the people they want to follow y'all? Let me see. Anybody else? Anybody else? Yeah. Okay. Just appreciate y'all coming on. It's been an hour. Y'all know that it's literally been an hour and 7 minutes. That's like the fastest. So I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Make sure you see anybody else ask. Y'all got any questions before they leave? Nope. So how y'all feel? Y'all enjoy it?
Ready for the game?
Ready for the game. Now, to tell everybody out there we don't know, it might be a chance. If y'all see us, we might do a watch party tomorrow. So stay close, like, subscribe the page, comment, like, subscribe. You might see us doing a watch party tomorrow. So check it out. That's it. Thank y'all fellas for tuning in. I appreciate y'all coming. Appreciate y'all. Everybody out here in the world, they appreciate y'all too. So make sure to tune in. Let me see if I can turn this around real quick. Oh, there you go. Oh, look at my head, y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all saw it. Like I said, we thank y'all for tuning in. Until next time, we out. Peace. Y'all be the last shot.
Yeah.
Y'all out. Yeah. That's it. Ending the stream now.